On behalf of Freebridge Community Housing, can I welcome everybody here this evening to the Arts Centre, to what I believe will be a very stimulating and interesting talk by Wayne.
I mean, the main reason I'm here tonight is for my own use, really, and that's to gauge what's out there in terms of interest in joining us on what will be a very difficult journey, but hopefully, well, definitely a very stimulating one, and hopefully a fruitful one. To all intents and purposes, at the moment, Hillington acts as a gated community, because it's shut off from the rest of King's Lynn, and that is one of the issues in itself. When we do Hillington, we've got to drive down into the real things that matter. And this is an example. This is the kind of play areas that we deliver. I'm not saying we're going to deliver a play area like this at Hillington. It might not be suitable. It probably isn't suitable today. There isn't that kind of space. But the principles behind it, we will uphold. 70% of all the housing that I'll explain that we've built in the last 7 years is an approximation of that. These are one-bedroom flats built for first-time buyers. You know, you're supposed to go in here, start a family and all that. Like, who wants their kids or grandchildren to live in housing like that? What does it look like? So the word prison reverberates around the room. It does. This is the first development that we started back in 2000. It was in a very bottom 3% of deprivation in the UK, considerably below anywhere in King's Lynn. It's in a place called Dunstan in Gateshead, and it had been empty. The site had been empty for 12 years. A brownfield site that was, in the words of the council, was in a donut of deprivation. Now that's not something you buy at Tesco. It means it was surrounded by a really rough area, and they said we'd never make this work because nobody would want to live there. And this was the first street that we built. We built it at the same price as that foul housing that I showed you earlier. Everybody gets a back garden, a communal area where kids can play. The streets are full of serendipity. That tennis table's been there for 7 years. There's been no damage, no graffiti. We don't give anything. When we plant the plants, the community it comes on the back of a lorry, and people plant it. When we build the barbecues, they come and help us. They come and help us do it. I hate the idea of just giving things. People have got to take ownership in it, and that's how we'll do it. I went back to this particular pocket park last week, and to see all the bulbs coming up and talking to the kids who'd never seen, didn't even know how a bulb worked or which way to put it up, or the only bulbs they knew were the ones that you put in a light fitting. And to see them doing that is very important, and it's that philosophy that we'll bring to the job. The only way that Hillington can sing is if we build a big choir from King's Lynn and wider afield, which includes young people who've got ideas and who are the people who are going to be living in the town in years to come. That includes people who live there now, of all ages. That includes all the nationalities that live there now, because, it is a multiracial country that we live in. It is a multiracial town, King's Lynn, and Hillington is a multiracial place. It won't work without the council being part of all our planning, without the police being part of it, without the council play officer, without the creative community, artists, designers, architects. What Wayne and Geraldine Hemingway and the rest of our team cannot do, and I'm sure you know that anyway, is ride in on some kind of chariot and solve this problem. All we can do is bring our experience, extensive experience and international understanding of things, but this has to be delivered locally, and that's it. Thanks for listening.